Right, the government has directed that all public primary schools remain closed on Thursday to allow political parties conduct their nominations. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission had proposed that political parties use primary schools to conduct the nominations, which are scheduled for Thursday. Meanwhile, the Inspector General of Police, David Kimaiyo, has said that at least 66,000 police officers will be deployed to provide security during the exercise. And as KTN's Rita Tinina now reports, the police are treating the nomination process and exercise as a mock election to test the preparedness of the police force for the March polls.
With about 36 hours to go before parties conduct their primaries and the much-needed assurance over security concerns during Thursday's nomination exercise came from the country's top cop.
The law enforcement agencies are prepared adequately.
The Inspector General of Police was among guests during a consultative forum for political parties organized by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. He says each of the estimated 33,000 nomination centers will be manned by at least 2 police officers.
And I'm very sure that we can be able to have 66,000 policemen and women.
The March polls, the first under the new constitution, will be significant for the country, and the police say they will use the party primaries to test the waters in readiness for the real test on March 4th.
It's a real mock exercise for the general election. If we are able to succeed and work tirelessly as a team and have a successful political parties election in Kenya today, this week, I'm 100% sure that we shall be able to have a free and fair general election on 4th of March 2013.
The IBC had proposed that public schools suspend learning on Thursday to facilitate the nomination exercise.
Children can close it, but they don't go home, but they'll still in the schools for that one day, and that one day will be compensated for towards the end of the school term.
This proposal was accepted by the Ministry of Education, and all public primary schools will now be closed on Thursday to pave way for the primaries. President Mwai Kibaki, speaking during the award of charter to the Technical University of Kenya, called for peace during the Thursday nomination exercise, urging the youth to shun attempts by politicians to use them as agents of violence.
You have only this chance in your youth. You don't have another. Don't waste that time.
Political parties have signed on the dotted line, committing to abide by the Electoral Code of Conduct. In the security strategy for the elections, the police say they are keeping a close eye on certain violence-prone areas and are planning how to keep peace on election day at all vote and tallying centers.
We have also come up with the issues of hotspot areas, the areas that we think that they are hotspot in some of these issues, and how we are going to mitigate on some of those areas.
But despite the assurance by the police, the Election Observers Group expressed concern over what it termed as sporadic cases of violence ahead of the nominations.
These are worrying trends, and we do not want to see a repeat of the same on the 17th.
The group, which is a coalition of faith-based and civil society organizations, says it has been observing campaigns and will release its report on Friday. Rita Tinina, KTN.